What up and welcome to Ramascreen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Prime Video series Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan final season. Let's rock this. Now, it goes without saying that even though I will not be spilling spoilers here, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Jack Ryan fans, who already know what's up. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am confused as to why this show had to end. I don't know why they're calling it quit when they are still on the top of their game. I don't even remember ever having given a bad review on any of the previous seasons because all that this show ever does is just keep on getting better and better and better. So, some of the reasons I could think of is maybe creatively they wanted to move on, or maybe they could see the writer's strike coming on the horizon. And of course, John Krasinski himself is a movie director who's got a lot of other projects under his belt. So, whatever the actual reason may be, the fact that this final season arrives just 6 months after season 3 goes to show that they really wanted to get this done and wrap things up as fast as they could. But luckily, the result is not half ass. Yes, there's only 6 episodes, but it doesn't feel rushed. Jack Ryan final season goes out in a blaze of glory. It's intense, it's gritty, it's suspenseful, and downright clever. This show leaves us on a high note. And while it bums me out that this is it, there won't be another new season, but as a fan, I am, however, very pleased with how this finale comes together. The fourth and final season of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan finds the title character on his most dangerous mission yet, facing an enemy both foreign and domestic. As the new CIA acting deputy director, Jack Ryan is tasked with unearthing internal corruption, and in doing so, uncovers a series of suspicious black ops that could expose the vulnerability of the country. As Jack and the team investigate how deep the corruption runs, he discovers a far worse reality: the convergence of a drug cartel with a terrorist organization, ultimately revealing a conspiracy much closer to home and testing our hero's belief in the system he has always fought to protect. Starring John Krasinski, Wendell Pierce, Michael Kelly, Betty Gabriel, Abby Cornish, Michael Pena, and Louis Ozawa. If in the previous seasons they're focusing on one region at a time, whether it be South America or back in Europe again, well, this final season covers multiple regions. I think it's cool that the writers emphasize the fact that sometimes people in government, like Jack Ryan, have to multitask. And for once, the problem at hand finally feels global in every sense of that word. The whole 6 episodes thing actually helps the show in that it makes it seem very streamlined and very efficient. Yes, it starts out appearing like the story keeps jumping back and forth in between several places, but the story doesn't have a single boring minute. It doesn't have a time waster, if you will. And gradually, all the dots connect with one another. And eventually, everything comes into focus with Jack Ryan transitioning from man in office to man in action again. At the heart of it all, in the eye of the storm, where he's always meant to be. As you all know, every season Jack gets assistance from a patriot who's deep in the trenches. Well, this time there's a couple of them. And without giving away too many details, I'll just say this: the addition of Michael Pena and Luis Ozawa solidifies the badassdom of this show. Their characters steal the scenes more than a few times. And while Abby Cornish returns solely just to be a damsel in distress, but her involvement makes sense to the story. Her character makes sense in the grand scheme of things of what the writers were trying to do. And you can tell that Abby is just happy to be back working with John and the rest of the cast members for one last ride. And what can I say about John's performance as Jack Ryan that I haven't already said before? It's difficult now to separate the actor from the character because John really embodies this role like it's nobody's business. He makes us forget that there were other guys who had played Jack Ryan in the past, and this final season is John's most physically grueling, most physically demanding run, which he passes with flying colors. Season 4, aka final season, is everything that I wanted to see from an action drama thriller and a bag of chips. Lots of firepower, lots of shootouts, lots of humor and attitude from Greer and Mike November. And here's the thing, in the real world, CIA has a shady reputation. It's not black and white, and the show points that out. Historically, the CIA did meddle with other countries' leadership in order to help American corporate interests. But in Tom Clancy's world, the CIA are the good guys. And whether or not the story in this final season can ultimately make you side with the CIA, it will, at the very least, make you side with Jack and his team easily. So, yeah, overall, I give Jack Ryan final season the rating of 4.5 out of 5. We say goodbye to one of the best streaming service shows ever made. So that's it. That's my review of Jack Ryan final season. Smash that like button. Share this video with everyone you know. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's rock this.